Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. It's Chrissy here. Okay, so I've been holding a question for about a week now, and I can see glimpses of an answer coming through. And my question is, with all of these really powerful feminine energies rising, held by Virgo, literally in the sacral, and on the eve of this Virgo full moon, my question is, I wonder what this is like for masculine energies and men specifically. So I've been working closely recently with women releasing rage, and doing sacred feminine work, the deep work. And that's what's making me curious about where is his rage? I'm being reminded, I've been saying this actually, I've been asking this since my first ever channel. This is my third. Of how does he express his rage? (22nd of Feb 222). All of that sensitivity today. How does he... Right, I can't make it up with these cards. Look, I'm just sitting here playing with cards and there are cards coming out, so I'm going to stop talking. But that's my question. So, women, you are more than welcome to this video. I'm going to point it straight towards the masculine energies and men. Okay. And what I would invite you to do is to hold that beautiful sacred space for the masculine energy to come forward and speak. So if the feminines can hold space, let's have a chat with the masculine energy and just see what comes through. I'm going to begin with the Isis Oracle. And I haven't even shuffled, but the underlying card is the Queen of Heaven. Okay, so let me show you this. The Queen of Heaven, the Divine Empress of the Skies, acknowledges your feminine authority now as a man or a woman. You have a life path of spiritual leadership to bring qualities of mercy, compassion, and wisdom into the world. And as I'm tapping into this masculine energy, I can feel my heart activating. My solar plexus is activating. Welcome. A lot of energy here. Okay. So look, you're held. This is Isis energy. And then while I was talking to you, the deck fell open at this. Okay. Okay. One of my many journeys last week was building this energy. I just didn't realize it. And you're going to need to double check this because I'm going to do it from memory. Because I don't want my notes here. I don't want too much cognitive thinking. I want to stay in the field. But I was curious with the astrology in February and the personal planets that are being called into this meeting with Pluto to be deeply transformed. And we now have Mars and Venus in a meeting with Pluto conjunct. And I grew curious about which asteroids are hanging around in this party. And there are quite a few, but the 3 that caught my eye were Psyche, Horus, and Anubis. And I went on this really big journey. And Horus came through with lots of conflated energy. I'm this, I'm that, I've been conflated with this energy and that archetype, and yada, 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 yada. And as I went back and back through my research, Horus showed up as a space-time shifter. So a non-fixed energy. And Anubis is this energy of resurrection. Okay, thank you. Psyche is psyche. Deep feminine, deep hidden feminine. Okay, let's come back to this. Brother in darkness. Whenever negative energy is present, it is a sign that we are ready to move more deeply into our feminine divine power. You'll overcome any negative energy with grace and triumph. Stay in your heart. There is no need to be afraid. And if you are afraid, name that fear and presence it. Bring it. I see you. And that's it. I see you. Huh. Stop. Okay. So you can't see it, but in front of me, this little deck is open, text side up into two decks, because that's how it's fallen. And the two cards that are talking to me seem to be both of Horus energy. So I'm going to read them out. It is only this physical reality that is bound by time and space. You are a conscious being on levels beyond the physical world. You are guided to work with your healing powers beyond the confines of time and space. You will not become ungrounded through such spiritual work. You are not leaving your earthly connection behind. You are merely adding to it. Okay, so welcome Horus energy. Give me a minute, give me a minute, give me a minute. So, portal of light. Yeah, and those three asteroids were at the last degrees of Capricorn, about to move into Aquarius. So that's all going to happen in the next couple of weeks or so. So this is coming. Yeah. The Eye of Horus brings divine perception, protection, and insight. You are gifted with certain spiritual abilities, including divine sight, that are awakening and growing now. It's masculine coming online. That energy is now kind of, it's concentrating and it's starting to feel a little bit excited. You have much divine support and protection so that you'll grow your abilities, serve others with your gifts, trust your perception. Thank you. Perception, free from illusion. For about a week, I've been sitting with this word, disillusioned, because I don't understand the meaning. To me, disillusioned means something other than how it's written up. It's written up actually as a narrative for Eeyore. I'm sad and disappointed. Illusioned. If you're disillusioned, you're seeing with clarity, surely. If you're disillusioned, you can see straight through the illusion. Trust your perception and know that you are divinely protected. Well, and the next card talks about deception. Sense when something feels uncomfortable. Right, here's the invitation. So this is the invitation for the masculine to go to his gut. Okay, I can see what's coming here. Yeah, go to your gut. So between now, I would say, and about April. April, we have a Uranus-Jupiter conjunction happening in Taurus. That's revelation. Expanded revelation. Big opportunity for learning in the physical. Truths unveiled. There are times when appearances of people, places, and things are deceptive. You will sense this when something feels uncomfortable within you. So here's the guidance, is to go in, to read that inner pulse rather than think it with the masculine, left, reason, logic, intellect. When you notice feelings of anxiety or doubt within you, you may think there's something wrong with you, but actually you're intuitively sensing that all is not as it appears to be. Trust what you feel, not what appears to be. The gut doesn't lie. Okay. And here make the distinction between gut feeling and emotions. Emotions we built in the past. I'm just going to stay with this deck. The stories that's coming out is beautiful. Emotion is just a programmed response. And as we work on our emotions and clean and heal, then the emotive force becomes a catalytic converter. And then we switch from thinking to third eye, and we pull the third eye into the heart, the emotionally clean heart, and create this catalytic change of energy, which is then fused in the belly. That's the power station. And that births raw creativity, raw creative power. And that is sacred sexuality. That is the blending of the masculine and the feminine. That is the air and the water coming into the belly, fire. In the body, earth. With spirit. Okay, so your guidance, masculines, is to start, continue, or uplift, wherever you are on your journey, your spiritual practice, because the next card out is the Merkaba. And the Merkaba is the light body, your high dimensional chariot. So a spiritual practice has come or is soon coming to your attention that will help your soul journey. Take your time to develop and practice your chosen spiritual discipline regularly. This will help you grow in power and grace. And here I'm seeing the magician at his table with his tools. It feels very masculine. Anchor spiritual light within the body of your soul. So what's your process for anchoring light? We have another X class which launched today or yesterday. So that's the second X class flare. In 2024, both X class flares have been activated at the same time as a Venus conjunction. So we have these powerful feminine energies coming in, which cannot not affect the masculine energies and men. Oh, stop it. I can't. These beautiful little cards. I can't. Right. We're getting stuck in now. We're getting stuck in now. Here we go. And men, I really want to guide you to tune right into your body at a cellular level. Like be present in every chakra, be present in every cell, and just witness and notice and witness and notice. what changes, what moves, what shifts. If you want to go into a movement, if you want to start vocal toning, if you want to move to breath work, if you want to work the Kundalini up, be spontaneous. Healing the divine masculine. The divine masculine within provides protection, discernment, healing, a sense of deep safety and holding, even through the most uncomfortable circumstances of your life. Now, this is one of the aspects that has come through recently. And what I was allowed to witness was his sorrow at not being able to hold his feminine. And it's a deep old sorrow. Unable to hold his feminine because the world does not support a masculine in his feminine or a masculine in service to his feminine. And we're moving through that. And so we have a planet full of injured men who have walked this archetypal path of protection and safety and breadwinning and head of the family, all of this over authoritarian role playing. And we are no one thing. Where is there room in that archetype for his soft practice? Where is there room in that archetype for him to be, experience himself? Not much. I haven't witnessed much in my whole life. Your inner masculine is going through healing right now, growing stronger in the ability to offer inner protection and stability. Inner protection. Right. That's when you integrate the role that you've been living into. That's the separation. That's the disconnection of, because it's okay to be a big, strong protector if you feel safe and strong and protected within. If you don't, it's something else, and that's part of the wounding. If the integration of being a protector were in alignment for men on this planet, we probably wouldn't have an army. Okay, their need to protect is coming from within, and it gets displaced and transferred onto, let's go and fight a war. Thank you. So inner protection, inner stability, that's having the confidence to express in maybe a different way to a client said to me this week, FYI, how did we get to Thursday? Oh, really? A client said to me this week, how are you? And I said, do you want the polite answer or the true answer? And of course they said the true answer. And I said, I did a crystal Reiki healing on myself because I've got so much Kundalini coming through me. It's breaking my tiny little body. So I did this big healing, which is beautiful. And the day after, I just felt like I was on morphine. It's quite delightful while my body readjusts and resets. And I said, so today you get me very soft and very feminine. Now, we can have a giggle at that. Why am I sharing that with you? Because that's the difference between I'm fine, I'm good, yeah, everything's okay, to do you want the honest truth? And again, we go back to the last video of that's taking time. Will you take that time, those extra couple of minutes to feel in, go, actually, I'm feeling, and the answer might be, I can't feel anything. I've been thinking my whole life, I can't feel anything. Great. That's zero start point. Okay. Okay. Inner protection and stability so that your inner feminine can blossom within creative expression. Yeah, I could keep, I'm just going to scan through these cards. Oh, do you know what? Here comes the roar. Yep, this is lower throat chakra. So we have the next three cards: proper burial for freedom, life restored, enter the chamber of healing. So we're going into sweat lodge energy now. Do you want me to show you those? And then we've got Isis coming in. Okay. Oh, that completes it. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to do these. Is that scarab? Scarab. Life restored, spiritual resurrection, this is Anubis, is gifted to you now. Whatever part of you or your life you thought to be dead is being revived. I've got love coming in here. How you experience love. How do you experience love? Can you put that into a couple of sentences? What are your emotional needs? And how are they met? Are they met? Whatever part of you or your life you thought to be dead is being revived and will flourish back into life. But you got to get into your feminine. Just as the phoenix rises from the fire, transitioning from death into life, so too will you rise again, healed and renewed. And often the part that we resist is the death, is the end, is the letting go, is the emptiness of that going. And that might be an old belief system, might be a partner, might be a relationship, might be how you felt about yourself, how you thought about yourself. Proper burial for freedom. There is nothing to be gained and everything to be lost by trying to hold on to that which no longer serves us. Osiris, Lord of the Dead, guides you now to release that which no longer needs to be a part of your life so that you may be free. So, what can you let go of? And here, look for nervousness, look for resistance, look for distraction, and also look for willingness. There'll be some things you're ready to let go of. Sorry, wrong way. Enter the chamber of healing. The spiritual gift of healing is coming to you now. Right, okay. Okay, so there's a message here, guys, to follow your body. Right, so with all of this feminine energy coming onto the planet, I too have been doing an awful lot of energy work because there's so much energy coming through. And without knowing why, my body suddenly started craving cardamom. So I started adding cardamom into my cooking. And as I've been researching the sacral chakra, cardamom is connected to the sacral chakra, to womb space. Why am I telling you this? Because you might get prompts and pings, and they might get overridden by the intellectual mind saying, oh, it's not time to eat that. It's not time to make that. It's not time to do that. Or that sits outside your regular diet protocol. Follow blindly, do without thinking would be my best guidance to you right now. Be open without expectation or preconceived notions and allow healing energy to help you find the best solution for any situation that does not appear something else. That does not appear to be as it should be. So again, there's lots of look for deception, look for illusion here. Expect your miracle. We had that message in the last video. Expect a miracle. What was the other bit of that feminine work? I can't remember. It's gone. And then I'm not going to speak any words to this. I'm just going to ask that whatever comes in for you, maybe write it down. Okay. So that's what's coming in for the masculine. I wonder where the masculine is in his energy right now. Yeah. What is he sensing? What is he feeling? What is he thinking? What's he concerned about? What's he looking forward to? So, oh, okay. So he's in his Mars, and we have Mars conjunct Pluto. I don't know if they're still in conjunction, but Mars in Aquarius. Right. Okay. Right. So we're bringing masculine back at soul level. Fire, belly. Breath work would be good for you. Belly breathing rather than chest breathing. I get the words face your pain. With grace. And the question remains outstanding. How do you express rage? I can't answer that. Only you can answer that. How do you express rage? And I don't is a suitable answer. Mental processing cannot express rage. Thinking and navel gazing cannot express rage. Rage has got to find its way out. And there are many creative ways to get rage out of the body. Okay, so we know what's coming in for the masculine. It sounds like there's a really big uplift coming if you jump on that train. You make the commitment, take yourself into process, connect with how you feel, connect with your emotions, connect with anger, especially suppressed anger. And now, any other messages? Where am I going? This is called the Sacred Earth Oracle. I've not used these cards for ages. Any other messages, please, for the masculine? Guys, I would love your feedback on this. You get the same message. Be at cause. Be at cause. Yeah, yeah. Okay. So I'm being shown a helplessness with the masculine. I had to. Well, I had to do it. Oh, right. So I was having this really big discussion in the liminal the other morning about how slavery is hidden in plain sight and how moral injury happens. So I've been studying the work of Dr. David Hawkins, who does kinesiology, muscle testing, and can measure energy vibration. And kinesiology is something I've worked with previously. And I was shown the middle management. And the middle management are caught between the devil and the deep blue sea. And my context was Amazon. So Amazon, that is run by these awful energies. And so you kind of get this cream at the top. This is what I was showing, kind of this cream, this unreproachable cream at the top. And then you get layers. Well, there won't be many in a machine like Amazon. So you have the management layer who have to willfully wound because they want that label. And so there's that selling out, always that selling out. And I remember last year reading an Amazon headline that their latest motivational strapline for their employees is as if your life depended on it. It's a fucking pass. And the foot soldiers doing it because they have no choice. They have no choice, and they may not have a choice. But you know, if I speak just a couple of minutes into kinesiology, when I used to be a business trainer, I used to do behavioral training, and part of that was kinesiology. And so I was doing my training, and I said, I need a big guy out of the audience. And this strapping chap came up. And I said, okay. I said, are you game for an experiment? He said, yeah. I said, great. Hold out your right arm. So he held out his right arm. And I said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to you. And then I'm going to try and pull your arm down. I want you to resist me with all of your energy. Yeah. So I walked around him in a circle, telling him how shit he was, telling him he's never going to make it in this world. Everything he's tried has failed, and his wife thinks he's a hopeless disappointment. And then I grabbed his arm, and there was nothing. He'd got no power in his arm. I said, okay, shake it off. That's all bullshit. Shake it off. And I did the same thing again, and I walked around him the other way. And I said, wow, how have you got here? How did you do that in the face of all you've had to deal with and move through to get here and to be, and I was just bigging him up. And then I grabbed his arm, no movement. I grabbed his arm with two hands. And I said, are you resisting me? He said, yep. And it was just an absolute cinch. I said, lift me off the ground. And both my feet left the ground with one arm. I said, that is the measure of your potential. Okay, now that's in everybody. He wasn't unique in that. Why? Because cellular energy responds to vibration. Words are wishes and curses. Internal dialogue is no different to expressed dialogue. I am shit, you are shit. I am extraordinary. You're amazing. Okay. Be at cause. So we are building our karma from scratch. So if we have to reflect something about anybody, see the hidden magic. See the hidden magic. Yeah. Yeah. Take back your karma. You don't have to live in your karma anymore. This is huge. Brilliance is, yes, thank you. And another thing, I like this lovely sentence. Energy does not distinguish good from bad, right from wrong. It only knows high and low. High vibrating energy, low vibrating energy. That's all it knows. Brilliance. And what if for 5 minutes a day, for 30 days, you visualize your auric field as a rainbow and paint it your own colors? What about that? Stretch your perception of what it is to be human by dipping into your magic. Magic is the mind the mind controls the body. I believe science has now proved pain exists in the mind. Okay. Alchemy is the blue lotus flower I spoke about the other day that was sitting up there is now somewhere else because I've been working energetically with it. And, we all have palm chakras, feet chakras all over the body, actually. There are lots. And my hand heated up, and then the heat extended to this finger, and this mudra is space and time. And then I did the same in this hand. And then the next day I was guided to do heart, solar plexus healing. And I asked, do I need the blue lotus? And it said, no, you've integrated the blueprint now. Okay. So it's limitless. If you can conceive of it, you can do it. Basically, it's like an open permission slip. Thank you. As you bring in new light, it will hit every layer of resistance on the way down. Okay. So this time for the masculine is going to start kicking up his true shadow. The part he hides, his true shadow. Oh, I can feel that very strong. The part he hides. Make space for renewal. Gentlemen, if I were you, I would jump on the train. This feels like a major karmic event. Rebirth of Mars and Venus. Okay, let's close this out. Welcome, new subscribers. It's lovely to have you here. Thank you for your comments. Gosh. Ibis, sacred ibis, coming in on that 22. Rebalancing the polarity. Snow leopard, the watcher, speaks to guides, also speaks to becoming highly self-aware as a witness to yourself, to your behavior, responses, reactions, feelings, emotions. And how you might deceive others just to fit in. Chameleon is bringing change. So yeah, it's coming in on a 33 as well, divine blueprint. But chameleon also speaks to, how am I not being myself in this? What am I hiding just to get through this? Okay. Okay, one last card and then I am off ski. Oh, interesting. Ancestral patterns, healing, and rewriting the future. Your karma is your own. If we make the choice, we no longer have to be driven by ancestral programming, parental programming, school programming, religious programming, work programming, government programming, the system. We no longer need to be governed by that. We can break the chain. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? Are there people that over rely on you, chaps? Are there people who have expectations of you as, insert archetype here, as something you don't want to be, but you do, because it's the right thing to do. But energy does not know right from wrong. Energy is high, energy is low. So how does that make you feel? Yeah, again, that's speaking to codependency. And that will speak to the good boy who wants mummy's love or daddy's respect. That's part of how we profile soldiers. It's an ugly truth, but it is a truth. Men will do shit to please is the simple truth. And they don't have to. They don't have to. With stronger boundaries in the way, they can lead themselves. It's all coming together. Intuitive hits, soul tribes gathering. And that last bit sounds super simple. I love how they just write 3 words, but it opens up a whole Pandora's box of change, because so many times I've heard these words. I just want my soul tribe, or variations on that. I just want people who get me. Okay. Well, number 1, who's the primary relationship? Do you get you? That's number 1. Get that reset. If you don't get you, nobody else is going to get you. If you don't know you, nobody else is going to know you. If you don't love you, and I could go on ad nauseum. So get that bit right. And then the soul tribe starts coming in. And as the soul tribe starts coming in, there might be this little recoil of, do I trust this? This seems too good to be true. I can speak a different language with these people. I can be open. I can be in my beauty, in my love, in my honesty and integrity with these people. But what about these people? Okay, so everything comes, all change comes with challenge. What are these people? Am I pretending with these people? And these are the beautifully ugly questions we've got to start asking ourselves. But it's all coming together. It's there for the taking. And what I didn't get from any of this energy, I got the sweat lodge energy and I felt you go deep and dark just for a moment. But there's no kind of, ooh, there's no doom in here. There's the train at the station where all of the modules that you need to balance your masculine and feminine energies, sublimate your ego, come into grace. It's all there. It's all there. Okay, so the choice is yours. So my darlings, I will love you and leave you. Wish you all a beautiful weekend. It is absolutely slinging it down with rain here. Joy. Yeah, have a wonderful weekend and I'll see you all again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.